All right, welcome back to Unlock Your Mind. Built by vision, fueled by grit.
Oof.
Can we get that shirt? Shout out to JV.
Oh, yeah, dude, we got a bunch coming, bro. You're about to have a whole bunch of them.
Yeah. Shout out to JV.
They're being printed as with spirits. Maybe I'll turn backwards real quick. No big deal. Get the whole thing on there. Hey, thanks, JV. You're the man, bro. Thank God that Andre got a G-Wag. Otherwise, we never would have met him. Right. Getting some maintenance on his G-Wagon, right?
Yeah,
That's how we met JV. That's how we were.
Go back. What's the G-Wagon have to do with your
That's how we met him, dude. You never know in life.
You know what? No, it's not the G-Wagon. It's JV's energy and his positive outlook on life.
Dude, it's awesome.
That's how the connection happened.
Dude, it's super awesome. Yeah. But no, anyway, so yeah, so that's the topic for today. We were talking a lot off camera, and dude, it's crazy to see. Bro, when I wore the shirt on purpose because I want to talk about this today.
Yeah.
Right? And then I had them, little slogans that we've all said over the time. But I was thinking, bro, we met in a break room. Then you were obviously in law and you're killing it, doing your thing, and then you decide to put your foot on the gas again. Yeah, bro, you're already successful, and then you're like, hey, I'm gonna expand my law firm just to all these locations, and go upstairs and take over the whole third floor, and whatever it was. There was a vision in that moment for what was called for you, right? But it's always been rooted in your grandma, right? So it's always been rooted in something, right? I don't want to get all in the show today, but yes, if you go look him up, he has it literally right on one of his on Pennington Law. It's one of the videos that comes up. But it was rooted from righting a wrong, and then literally we stay connected, we do it, and then we're like, hey, we should do this universal wealth thing, right? And it came off of righting a wrong, seeing things in the industry, right?
Yeah.
And then the grit's just been how we're both built, right? And then obviously now it's going into other people. But I was sitting there going like, man, we really formulated in October, kind of said, okay, now we're gonna trust each other. We're gonna take the wisdom in your brain and what you have, my brain over here, what I have, and then we're gonna put it together. And then really get everyone set up. January kicks off, and we're 5 months in. And bro, it's unreal. Really. But dude, it's unreal. But the vision, I think the vision got it started. The grit we both have, right? And the determination to win at everything and make sure we're doing the right thing. But dude, it's crazy to see how far we come. We were talking off camera, and I always make fun of you because I'm like, he's a celebrity. Look at my friend. Right? You got 200,000 followers. You couldn't even freaking make a post. You're ridiculous, right? You know what you're even doing, right? You're like, hey, he wanted to be on camera. What the hell, right? And
it's funny, starting out completely ignorant to a whole area, and then just having a vision of hey, I think what we're talking about people will resonate with.
Yes.
And then you do it and you just see how it organically grows to the next thing. But the thing is the vision, we had that vision,
bro,
right? We're going to take over the industry.
But think about remember that one moment though, we were in the office and this was the vision. We're going to right the wrong. All right, let's go get it. I mean, let's be real. That was it, dude.
That was it.
Sometimes I think people think it's so profound, and we sat there for 3 days. We locked ourselves in. It was literally a moment of time that God placed something. We looked at each other. We knew the industry. We knew what was going on. You had all your knowledge of the estate planning and law, and you understood all that merged with 10 years of me watching all this stuff happen. And in a moment, he gave us a little thing and you're like, we got to right the wrong. I'm like, oh my God, finally someone else understands what I'm talking about. Let's go do this. And then bam, that was it though. It was a moment. Every single thing, you just said something so important. You always say, I think we talk a lot on here and people don't get the message. I think that is true sometimes, right? But you just said this. Every single thing starts from the unknown.
Yes.
You just woke up one day like, hey, I'm coming. I had a really rough upbringing, and I just all of a sudden woke up one morning and they said, oh, you know how to be an attorney now. No, it all starts from the unknown. You feel something in your soul, and then whoever moves the fastest towards that is how it gets, and that's how we dwarf. But dude, we're talking over
or the slowest and doesn't give up.
Bam.
It does. I mean, that's the trick, right? How are we where we're at right now? We had a vision, and it was really simple. I had a little bit hey, how do my law firm get successful? I just tried to do it the right way.
Yep.
Right. And then we look at this broken industry, and I'm thinking, I think if you do it the right way, it'll work.
Oh.
It's so revolutionary to do the right thing now, right?
That's a sad but true statement.
It's a sad, but it's so revolutionary. Like, we're going to be revolutionaries taking over an industry just by doing the right stuff, right? And it starts with, now you do the building block, right? But you just don't give up. Like, when I started, I was like singing it from the rooftops.
Yes.
It's like, everybody join in, right? And all I was told was, why would you do that? You should stop doing it. It's never going to work.
Well, I remember people telling you too, because I remember this, dude, because, bro, like, you were already, multimillionaire in a business that had grown, and they're like, what are you doing? Like, why would you're already very successful, you're already doing all this stuff, like, why would you do this? And you're just like, dude, because it's the right thing to do. I remember that conversation. You're like, because it's the right thing to do. And sometimes the message from God is so simple. And most of the time it is. We just wanted this, we were waiting for this profound moment. And dude, you're like, no, that's it. But here's what I will tell you, bro. Just the last couple of days, I've been reminiscing over the last 5 months, just the last 5 months. And we've seen people that had very low belief in themselves, like very low. And all we said was, man, we're just going to pour belief into you. We're going to give you some tools. And bro, like yesterday, we saw people making $62,000 in a day, most they've ever made ever, 31,000. What do you say? A couple months ago, you guys were at an event and you said something on stage about, hey, if you look into my eyes, and then if you maybe they were,
Yeah, I was just feeling like I could feel while it's talking. I'm like, this audience does not believe in themselves. And I basically said, if you don't believe in yourself, I know how much I believe in what God does through me.
Yeah.
So if you don't believe in yourself, look in my eyes. All you will see is a champion. Borrow that. Like, feel that energy. And I'm going to say her name.
Yeah, you can, yeah.
Lisa Panza walked up to me after, and it shocked me. It was like, can I look into your eyes? And it was a moment of like, well, I didn't expect somebody to actually do that. But I remember that moment when she did it, like, she was literally taking it in, right? This is a few months ago.
Bro, we paid her $31,000.
$31,000, probably the most she's ever made in one day in her entire life.
It is 100%.
Speaking of, we say that like it's so simple, right? I want to acknowledge, I understand what that means to most people that hear that. But do you understand that a regular ass person borrowed the belief and made it reality in their life, right? And I hate that we're so flippant about it, but money's just an energy. And if you get in the right energy, it will come to you, right? And that's what that moment meant. That's what's happening, right? And it's freaking awesome to see other people's names doing it for themselves.
Dude, it's everything that you're supposed to be building when you're a leader. Leadership is 100% predicated off what do the people that are following you, what are their lives starting to look like? And dude, we had our meeting and we sat down, we meet every Monday, and we put on the board, God, family, and then universal wealth, right?
Yeah.
Which hasn't always been.
Let's highlight that.
That is important.
Yeah, let's slow that down a little bit, right? So we're midstream and we're like, man, something's not feeling just quite right? Like our own personal lives, how we're doing it. So we get together and we're like, okay, let's map this out, right? We put God at the center, at the very top.
Yep.
Right? And we both agreed only one way to do it, right? What's second?
Family.
Right? And then third is this company and movement fueled by those two things combined.
Which makes it unstoppable.
And the key is, like, there's a lot of people that say things, right? And we're far from perfect human beings. Like, I want to be very clear. Like,
you know what? On that point, why I love the board is because, dude, you're right. I'm watching it. Dude, I'm watching people now in real estate. I'm watching people in our industry. I'm watching people in every industry now are really going hard on this faith thing because they know people are behind it.
Yeah.
And I'm watching them and I'm like, here's why we literally didn't have to change anything. We are literally on fire. The company's blowing up. We're doing all this stuff. It was something set and a feeling in both of us. And here's the reality. No, we have a lot of growth to do. We actually suck at it, bro. We're not, let's be real. We got to get a lot better.
Yeah.
That's the truth of the message I want you guys to understand.
we looked at a lot of failures when we put God first and family second.
Man.
That was a moment for us to kind of come into reality. Like, hey, we got work to do. We got a lot of work to do, and it's fine. But here's the thing: it's real. Like, that energy is what fuels everything. You can't copy something that's fake. I mean, you can't actually accomplish it through fakeness. If you're not actually trying to right a wrong, and all you're trying to do is take advantage and make money, you're part of the problem, right? If you're not actually God-centered and thinking every day when you wake up, hey, direct my steps, help me be better than what I'm going to show up as a regular human being, then you're not going to walk a better path, right? If your family's not truly second, then every action you make is going to pull you farther from that, right? And if your company or your movement, I hate saying company.
It's a movement, bro.
Universal wealth is a movement.
Dude, a movement.
And if it's not real, if we're not actually thinking, how do we package what is actually us and give it to everybody else for the same result, right? Which is keeping our energy right, keeping our steps directed right, like, then you're not part of the right thing.
Bro, I literally posted this morning. The day you realize you're enough is the day your life changes forever. That's what I wrote this morning and posted to our team. Dude, everything you're saying encompasses into this, right? You're like, man, when I met you and you said, hey, dude, you asked me, what do I have to do to be able to get where you're at and do what I'm doing? It's a new industry for me. And you're like, it was simple. I just believed it and I ran after it.
Yep.
You've gotten to a part in your life where you realize that you're enough. There's still growth, right? But that's where the foundation comes. We're not chasing each other to try to be each other. Hey, dude, listen to me. If you think me and this dude sit down every day and everything's just 100% hunky-dory, that is not how it works, okay? We are running a business. We think differently. We're trying to figure things out. We spot check each other. We respect each other. But dude, we're two different humans, like completely different human beings, right? But I'll tell you this. When I wake up in the morning, I know I'm enough because that's what God tells me. When he wakes up in the morning, he knows he's enough. That's what God tells him. And I'm going to tell you what happens when you actually start doing that. Your whole ecosystem starts to shake. We are shaking the industry. We're shaking our homes. We're shaking our neighborhood. We're shaking when we walk anywhere. And that's what happens when you start to understand when God is moving through you, the power is very strong. But here's the other thing. Your actual flesh is moving too. This is where I keep telling everyone, stop biting into all the rhetoric and start watching people. Watch them and study human beings. At the end of the day, I'm telling you, we're not perfect, right? I have a flesh that came up just like anybody else. I'm a middle child, but I learned how to be manipulative very fast. I know how to work my way out of situations. So I have to start to learn, is it me doing this? Or is that a real message I'm getting from the big man? Or am I going back into my flesh? And dude, every day you're growing. But I can tell you guys this right now. With universal wealth, the things that I'm seeing happen in 5 months, and I've been in this industry for a decade. You've been around successful business for 2 decades, right?
Yep.
You've been in this industry for a couple years, which still cracks me up. Everyone thinks you've been doing this forever. It's so fun. It's 3 years. It's 3 years coming up.
Yeah.
3 years.
3 years in July.
I was like, oh, I'm gonna put them in a little bit, swaddle up a little bit. I'm just kidding, right? No, but you're no, but I'm saying in the industry, you're a couple years in, right? Your business sense have helped you a ton, right? But bro, to see what's happening in the last 5 months and to see not what's happening with us, that's awesome, right? But what's happening within, and I'm not talking the money. Dude, the money is a byproduct of belief in yourself. And dude, I want to say something to you and I want to thank you because we were down, I watch you talk to people, right? And I see how you, especially when you slow yourself down and you speak from your heart and stuff, like bro, you're impacting them as human beings. Sometimes it comes across as tough love. Sometimes it comes across as this, but I'm watching our 3,000 person army. They're not a bunch of followers. They're wanting to start to lead and they're wanting to start to find themselves. Bro, you could have 100,000 people. When I walk up to you with the 3,000 Spartans, 3,000 leaders, there's no comparison. So one thing I always say, and I said this to someone yesterday, I said, dude, it's been 5 months. Wait till you see 5 years from now.
100%.
Wait till you see 5 years from now and what happens. And dude, I'm not talking about just the agents making money. Dude, the communities that we're changing, the right information we're giving out, the battling against some of these top companies that have been going on for a while. Bro, like the grit part is what's needed to go fight those battles. The vision part will give people the time to be able to grow and get where they got to go. But I'm proud of you, dude. You could have hung it up and just stayed on the sidelines. You didn't do it. And in the beginning, it was hard for you to even understand what the hell you were doing. Like, why am I? I'm being, dude. This is a real moment. Like, dude, it was hard for you to realize, like, why am I doing this? And then even with some of the success going, you're asking me, like, bro, what are you doing? Like, dude, like, you have this talent, this skill set, and this, and we were trying to figure it out because we're like, what is going on? And we sit here today, May of this year, and bro, it can be more clearer than ever of what's all happening. And you know, like I said, I'm proud of you, man, for everything you're doing, because you don't get enough of that either. I know we don't need it because we work hard, but bro, it's not easy to forge the way. You know what I mean? I know we're doing it together side by side to get it done, but you know,
you know what? God always gives you what you need to accomplish the task, right? And he's blessed us with each other, because I don't ever have to wake up and wonder what you're doing, and you don't have to wake up wondering what I'm doing, you know? And on that note, this is what I'm going to say. Like, when we're talking about the realness, like I worked through the night one of the days this week, and I was looking at this building, and I'm like, I'm here all day, and they don't got enough people walking through the doors. They're all owners of companies.
yeah.
Where are they at? What are they doing?
Or we're gonna buy the building anyway. So we're gonna buy. I'm saying
My point though is like,
no, yes.
I'm talking about just like being real, like whatever. I'm not trying to beat on my chest, but for whatever reason, God built me this way where I will do whatever it takes.
Yep.
Right. But if you're going to be home sleeping and you don't have enough people walking through the doors, you're going to sleep in, or whatever the case is. If you're not going to figure out how to get yourself to the next moment, like we could be in cruise control and we're grinding harder than ever before. Right. I went to sleep for 2 hours, got up, did the whole dang thing again. Right. And it's because that's what we're being called to do. Right. Like you said, it's not for us. That makes no difference in my life.
You know?
But I know for a fact it makes a difference to our people.
And while you're doing that part, I get up at 3:30 in the morning every day, and we're building a movement of people getting up early, because guess what? The way we run our company, there's two different things that we're doing that most people don't understand, because they don't. You working through to get the back end stuff that you physically have to get done. Otherwise, you would delegate it. While I can get up and get everyone to start realizing, if you don't get up early and start learning how to do things you hate, how the hell are you going to eventually get to the part where so we got this balance, but the grit. But here's why. Listen, you guys, you can't see Marcus and Lee on the other side, but they literally told us we're the worst podcasters in the world, and we are. I'm going to be honest with you, we are not podcasters. Like I know we do a podcast show, and Lee's always like, "Hey, you got to give them actual 3 steps," and that's not why we're getting on camera. Here's the deal.
You know, I got 3 steps: wake up early or stay up late and grind the fuck out.
But here's what I want you guys to take. This is what I today, and I know we get on here, and I was praying when I was driving over. I want you guys to watch this. We own Universal Wealth. We're the top of the company, and we're talking the way we talk. And some of the content, if you actually go back and start listening and watching now, who are you following to become a leader? And this is what I'm saying. We're taking the whole industry. I don't care if you're in any one of the other companies right now. If you are in the professional side in finance or insurance, we are taking that space. If you are in distribution and insurance, we're taking that space. The reason sometimes we tell our stories and we go through is, at the end of the day, you're looking for someone that you're going to mimic or follow initially to get where you want to be. And here's the deal. We get on here. Yeah, we suck at this part. We literally show up right before, like, what do we want to talk about today?
It will not end this way, though.
No. But listen.
We're in the beginning.
Yeah, but here's what I'll say. We're not trying to be podcasters. We run a multi-million-dollar company. If I have to be a billion-dollar company, I can give 2 shits if you follow me to be a podcaster or a motivational coach. That's not what we're doing. We run a very successful company you can join for free. We'll teach you everything we know, and you could make $62,000 in one day and go do it however you want with your family. Here's what I'm trying to say, because I think it's awesome. Because someone's like, hey, when's your show going to go to this thing and this thing? I'm like,
what's this thing?
What's Spotify or Apple, like whatever, and be like a constant thing. And I was like, I think we're there. I was like, dude, I'm not trying to be a podcaster. I'm telling you this. You can come into Universal Wealth. We will teach you how to get a state license that you'll have for the rest of your life, and teach you how to become an entrepreneur that believes in themselves. And guess what? We're doing the same way. We're doing the same thing that you're doing.
We're just doing it at a level if you mimic it. So to me, if you go back and watch these, I want you to stop and listen to who the hell you're listening to and who you're following. I don't care if they're in your family. I don't care if it's someone in a business that you're on. What are they actually talking about? Then I want you to go back and watch all of our videos on what we're actually putting out there and what the hell are we talking about? Every time we get out here, all we do is talk about how can we help you be more successful. And we're like, dude, we got an infrastructure you can get in, learn the greatest industry in the world, and then get in our ecosystem and let's go from there. And here's what I'm realizing. Bro, we know what we're going to go do. We already know it's already been written, right? The vision's there. But that's why they're not like, I know it says unlock your mind. We're trying to give you these things. But at the end of the day, what we want you to do is say, hey, why don't you come jump into what we're building, come get around our ecosystem, learn what we're learning, understand that we really are building our company from faith first, then you go into your family, and then you come into Universal Wealth and we'll give it to you. But all we are is two dudes doing the same damn thing, figuring out along the way. Here's what you need to know. Everything you see is real. Nothing's fake. I actually bought the same shoes I had brand new just because the other ones are wrinkly, right? And I'm going to wear the other ones out. This is all really happening. These things were what? 112, 15 bucks. I was so proud of myself. My wife said, why you buy the same shoes over and over? Because I like them. Because I don't give a shit. We're really in sweatpants. I think he has jeans on today. I'm so proud of them. He stepped himself out. But what I'm trying to say is yes, he's got 200,000 followers. If you go watch his content, he's trying to teach you how to be fiscally responsible and save your money so you don't give it to the government. He's not on there saying, all right, tomorrow I'm going to switch it up and charge you all. You all be asking him. I see the DMs. Oh, can you mentor me? Yeah, do you have a free distribution?
You sell me a book. Yeah, you give me a coaching class.
And I'm not saying down the
I
road,
pay for your time.
and down the road, he's already done books. I'm not saying there might be something that comes out, but I'm telling you right now, we're at in our brain. If you want to get some mentoring, why don't you just come into our company for free, get your license and learn how to do it, and you'll learn everything about us because you'll be around us all the time. So my point is, yes, he's got all the followers, but if you look at his content, how is he getting them? It's off of knowledge and information he's giving away for free to help you pay your family.
Real quick on that note, though, I'm the type of person, if I didn't have it, I want to give it. I was thinking, what if I knew all this stuff early on? That's why there's a content page. That's it. Like, people should know about this. I remember when I wish I would have known, right? The first $250,000 check I wrote to the IRS, I was like, man, I wish I would have known what these guys know. They're saying they're not writing that check, so I should talk about it. But it's that simple.
Right? Yeah, but that's not the world that we're in.
I know, like, so hard to believe.
Like, bro, as the owners of the company, we literally give everybody something day one. Any information you need day one, you get everything. I heard the other day someone told me, well, I get that after I bring on 5 people. I'm like, wait. To learn the basic fundamentals of your career, you have to do something to get it? Like, what are you talking about? Like, listen, at the end of the day, I know it will be great podcast. I'm just kidding. The reason I'm saying this is we're not shooting this for that purpose. If it goes that lane and things happen, whatever's going to happen, that's whatever. But we're really getting on every week to let you know that there's a company out there that's having a movement in an industry that's the largest wealth transfer ever. And if you get this is the 2 brain trusts that are speaking to you the way we speak. And if you go back and listen to everything about us, you're going to realize this is it, dude. So you can keep running around with all these clowns. Sorry, I know I get it. This is my competitor coming in. Okay.
Clowns in the most positive.
It's the most positive sense, right? Right? Or if you're looking to just get into entrepreneurship and get it rolling, plant your flag with us. We're telling you what people are doing in a day just to let you know, oh my God, that's kind of crazy, right? But that's a byproduct of watching Reed, who's been in the industry for a very long time. He has all of his securities licenses and all this stuff. Leave a secure place where he's making his income. Come over here, learn what we're learning from us. And he said, dude, you guys are doing it right. I want to plant my flag here, 61,000 a day. Then you have a stay-at-home mom that literally didn't know anything about this, making $250,000 a year. Her husband left his very cushy 170-year job, being an electrician that he worked hard for 15 years. And now they're believing in themselves and they're earning it off their thing. What is happening here is the movement. I love that you change. I hate saying company. The movement is something that no one's ever seen or will ever see again in this time of their life. And guess what? Thank God we're both in our 40s. Otherwise, I don't know if we could do this. I'm just kidding around. But anyway, that's it. So I know you need a final word today.
Final word. We got the 3 steps is in my mind. Okay. Whatever you're doing, take an analysis of it right now, right? If it's not enough, Just call it that. It's not enough. Number two, you have two guys that know how to run an industry. We're willing to give you everything we have. If that's of interest to you, do a different thing. And then number three, final step is make $62,000, $31,000 in a day because it's easy to do, right? Those are the three steps. And it starts with your belief in yourself and your belief in something greater than yourself. And if you let it flow through you, the future is bright. If you don't do the same stuff, we're going to be at the same spot again next year, right? Bro, thank you for combining your vision with mine. Thank you for being you. We got the grit still. No one's outworking us. We're going to take this motherfucker over.
Dude, remember you said when it all went here, you said, I'm turning back around, not for a bunch of followers, but to build leaders
Exactly.
and do what's happening right now. And I don't care what anyone else is saying, these other companies, you follow it. We are building true leaders because, dude, our hands aren't on any of the success that's happening right now. We're just guiding it. But when that starts happening, that's you take the industry. So I'm proud of you, bro. Let's rock and roll. No big deal. Let's get